certainly get loud inside this building. And just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Detroit Lions. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. That was second down run for Murray. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Well, last year, I'm not sure we saw very many of those runs, did we, from the Vikings? I mean, they had the poorest rushing attack in the league.
Just 75 yards per game, but carries like the one we just saw, that'll help bolster that average.
Yeah, certainly, and they tried to beef up the offensive line in the offseason, brought in Latavius Murray, and then drafted Dalvin Cook out of Florida State.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. And Rudolph has it left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Second down following the run. Again, it's Murray. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Kyle Rudolph, the tight end, in motion. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They're going to run it with Murray. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They go back to Murray on first down. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down right at the 20. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. So they're operating in the red zone.
Let's go. Move 58. Move 58. Forward. Forward. Tagger.
This is Murray. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. Our first update now comes from Atlanta. The Bills have taken the early lead, and we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. He needed 2. He got 1. And that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
They've already gone for it and made it once on this opening drive. They're going to try it again on 4th down.
Let's go.
They'll run for it. It's Ingram. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Ooh, that's taking a real chance on the opening drive of the ball game. I get wanting to be aggressive, but you don't want to leave your defense in a bad spot right away. Fortunately, they're able to convert here on 4th down.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. And here we go on 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Latavius Murray, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. Forbath out to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now Hill, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Second down, 9 yards to go. Now Stafford. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Hill. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively a dime look. 6 DBs. A shotgun snap for Stafford. He completes it to Bryant. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. To the ground, it's Hill. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Again, they run with Hill. And he's got room. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
So right now what I'm seeing an offense just firing off the ball a lot quicker than they can react. And not only that, they're sustaining the blocks, too. I'm seeing guys get 6-7 yards downfield before there's even a hint of contact.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Hill. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On first down, Hill. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Everson Griffin. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Out of the gun, Stafford. And Wilson has it. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Martavis Bryant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. A reminder, later tonight, the Colts, they'll be in Seattle to take on the Seahawks. And then Monday night, it's the Redskins getting a 2nd straight night game as they'll head down to Arrowhead to take on KC. We're in October already. Can you believe it?
No, I can't. This one's moving fast.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be knocked down sideways. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down. They run with Murray. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8 that moves the chains.
You and I both know that you don't really truly replace Adrian Peterson, but Latavius Murray's a really good back. Similar running styles, too. Won't wear the same number, we know that. But when you see him run, you might see a little bit of that in him, upright with some power.
They go with Murray again. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To play in a tightly contested first half. More from Minneapolis after this. 10 yards still left on second down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Kyle Rudolph, the tight end, in motion. Bridgewater now on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And it's third down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Kyle Rudolph, the tight end, in motion. Bridgewater from the gun on third down. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
Let's go.
Kyle Rudolph, the tight end, in motion. In motion, the tight end. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Back to the ground game. Here's Murray. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Second down, Bridgewater. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, did a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Ryan Quigley, fifth-year man from Boston College, in to punt it away. And he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Lions will take over at the 20. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Now a play fake here on first down. And Bryant's got it over the middle. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Stafford on first down. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
2nd down here after the incomplete pass. Throwing again, Stafford. And he slings one that's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Throwing again at Stafford. Out left side here to Bryant. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. To the air again, Stafford. They'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Again, it's Stafford. They set up the screen to Hill. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
On 1st down, Stafford here. Ebron caught left side. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Eric Ebron's got skills to spare. They just want the production to equal those, and he needs some good health in order to get that done. Had 61 catches in 2016, battling an ankle.
Yeah, the surprise, though, just one of those 61 hit pay dirt. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Stafford looks to throw again. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Here's Stafford. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. A second quarter score from down in Houston, and it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. And now out comes Minnesota. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They begin the drive with a run by Murray. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. Again, it's Hill. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The Lions on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. This is taken around the 12. He had one man to beat. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Bridgewater on first down. They go screen. This is Ingram. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Here's Murray. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Vikings on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7.
Let's go.
A run. It's Murray. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. He's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it.
Let's go. Move 58. Move 58. Tagger.
They'll try and run with Murray. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Latavius Murray unable to lower those shoulders and get the first. And the Lions will take over. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
To the right and complete to Galladay. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Fresh set of downs here. Now a 10th carry for Hill. They find some open field here. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They run it again with Hill. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Now Hill. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. On the counter, it's Hill. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. To throw is Stafford. Oh, he's got a little daylight. A gain of 11 and a first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. This is Hill, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
So when you call a corner blitz, what a lot of teams call a cat blitz, you're expected to come after the quarterback, but in this case, He ran into the ball carrier. Really nice technique, because what you do is you come deep as the deepest offensive player, so he can't get outside of you.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hill. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Around the NFL, 3rd quarter at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. Now the Bills, they have added to their lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Carries piling up. It's Murray again. A very tough run, but for a short gain out near the 32. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. Back now at beautiful new U.S. Bank Stadium. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
They'll try and run for it with Hill. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Elsewhere, a 3rd quarter score. The Patriots have added on as they extend their lead a bit further. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And now out comes Minnesota. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive. Then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Murray. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
That's it, baby.
The Vikings on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Kyle Rudolph, the tight end, in motion. On third down, Bridgewater. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Tiger, let's go. Blue 58. Forward.
A 20th carry coming up now for Murray. And some room to roam now. And he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. First down, Bridgewater. And this is Michael Floyd, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Let's go.
On second down, Ingram. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't it?
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And his throw here's incomplete. Des Bryant, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. And Rudolph has it left side. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run here. It's Murray. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's go. Blue 58.
1st and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Latavius Murray with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Vikings have made this now a 1-score game. And this is back to a 5-point game. Forbath out to kick this one away. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yep.
Run what you do
best. On the gas.
Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They begin the drive with Hill. Gets through and now an opening. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They'll keep it on the ground. Hill. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And once again, Hill, he's been busy. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall near the 34-yard line.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
On 2nd down, Hill. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11. Stafford now to throw. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll keep it on the ground. Hill. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Stafford gives to Abdullah. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Sam Martin now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Checking in on Houston. It's in the 4th quarter there. And pushing up their lead, the Titans have scored again. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. And out now come the Vikings. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.